agent miles of border.
Or warrants of U.S. border vulnerability.
Exploiting visas making a sieve of U.S. border.
Fake IDs possibly sold to thousands. Biometric self-identification.
U.S. expects 40% rise in visa biometric identification procedures. Officials should safe to meet needs. Air traffic security.
You're looking at what the government believes could be the fingerprint of a suspected terrorist, taken from an undisclosed location overseas. 24 hours a day, government computers.
Laptop. They may have used some other device. We may pick up fingerprints from a bomb frame.
So far, more than 1,300 criminals and illegal immigrants have been caught using bogus identities.
We rely on biometrics, which are unique physical characteristics like fingerprints that are impossible to forge, to keep bad people out of the country while keeping travel fast and convenient for legitimate travel.
In the world of advertising, you look at the ads, but soon they'll be watching you. It's a future imagined in the 2002 movie Minority Report. Cameras capture and read Tom Cruise's face, then customize ads for his character pop up.
John Anderton, you could use a Guinness right about now.
That future is now. This billboard sees you, scans your face, then pulls up an ad you'll like.
Here's how this works. When you walk into the ad, a camera captures your image. The computer figures out if you're a man or a woman and your age. Meanwhile, an age and gender-specific ad rolls. This shows that I'm in my 30s and I'll like seasonal pasta. The computer then determines how interested you are, how long you stay. That data is then recorded for the company.
NEC engineer Junko Amagai says the facial recognition technology is accurate to within 10 years of your actual age. And the next-gen system they're testing out is even more age accurate. This is a new age of advertising, says Amagai. We can learn something we never knew for marketing. The new ads give real-time reactions to street signs, so marketing can be more targeted and more effective. At this retail event in Tokyo, it's capturing worldwide interest. Art Frickus is a consultant visiting from Holland.
I believe in one-on-one communication, and all your messages must be relevant. So that's why I believe in this kind of thing, technology.
Do you feel a little uneasy, though, that
No.
Frickus brushes off privacy concerns or fears that this is Big Brother. NEC, which so far has only tested the digital ads in Japan, says signs warn passers-by they're on camera and images are not saved in the database. In the post-9/11 world, security cameras are everywhere on public streets and malls. Facial recognition technology used by governments, even casinos. NEC believes the use of this technology in advertising is just the next step and will soon be common.
Within 2 to 3 years, 10% of the ads will be like this.
10% of the digital signage.
Of digital signage will be like this.
That's a global prediction. NEC says testing begins in the U.S. this spring, just weeks away to the arrival of the future.
How does it sort of taste?
Kyung La, CNN, Tokyo.
Is Big Brother watching your cell phone use? Vermont's chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union worries it is and is suing the state attorney general's office to get more information on the possible practice. Jack Thurston has been looking into this story. He joins us live from the newsroom with more. Jack?
Darren, the ACLU of Vermont is most concerned about the way cell phone technology can now be used to locate someone's physical position. The group tried to get the Attorney General to release information on whether police are tracking people through smartphones, and the AG refused. So now the ACLU is suing.
It's a big deal. The American Civil Liberties Union in Vermont and at least a dozen other states worries GPS chips in smartphones that let them double as navigation tools will leave customers open to being closely followed by police without warrants.
We could, all of us, unwittingly, by carrying around a cell phone, be helping to build the infrastructure of a surveillance system in this country, and that's very troubling.
The ACLU wanted the Vermont Attorney General's office to release documents about whether police are tracking cell phone users. The AG refused.
And we have no problem if law enforcement is getting a warrant issued by a court where probable cause has been found. What we don't want to see happen is the government able to get this data directly from the phone companies without a warrant.
And if I found out that law enforcement was doing that with no legitimate reason and not following constitutional protections, I'd be one mad Attorney General, and I'd do something about it.
Attorney General Bill Sorrell is confident law enforcement uses proper warrants, but he stands by his decision to protect the phone records. He says they deal with prosecution of sensitive criminal cases.
But if you're an average law-abiding Vermont citizen, you don't have to worry about law enforcement poking into your business.
Vermonters we talked to admitted they hadn't given the issue much thought.
No, I don't really understand why they try to spy on me as a college kid here.
I feel like privacy is kind of a dead issue anyway with the internet. It's pretty much void. A lot of it's just public access, whether you want it to be or not. Same with cell phones.
Now, the lawsuit filed in Washington County Superior Court also complains about the Attorney General's response to the cell phone question. The ACLU says it's just flat out wrong for a state to say it has open records, then not to even acknowledge if those records exist. But Bill Sorrell says his hands are tied because some people in the legal system, like juveniles, are also guaranteed privacy. Darren.
Jack Thurston reporting live tonight. Thank you, Jack.
Feds friending on Facebook, making profiles on MySpace, linking into LinkedIn, and tweeting on Twitter. FBI investigators online netting bad guys on social networking sites.
I actually have several different MySpace and Facebook accounts. I have ones I personally use, and I have ones that I use for work.
Special Agent Dan Evans is part of the Cyber Squad, going undercover in the online world with phony profiles.
I've used all different types of names and different pictures, and yeah, I mean, you got to get creative.
A creative and fairly new technique for agents to connect with criminals, detailed in this Department of Justice report.
A lot of times the people we're investigating are posting stuff about themselves on there, so that's a very big tool for us.
Private pictures, videos, notes, and the target's contacts too, all tools in crime fighting.
And surprisingly enough, they'll post stuff on MySpace or Facebook that'll give their exact locations and their contact information.
Agent Evans says most often they're logging on to follow suspects who seek out children.
Because those are people that are specifically looking for kids, so they often go where kids will be, and a lot of times that's going to be social networking sites.